Fuck you. You don't see me. You're stupid.
Damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is still out.
Well, this has been a long time coming, and I meant to actually edit and upload this before 2022 ended, but due to some big things happening, like moving into a new place, I've been putting it off. Now that I'm in the new setup, it's time to start actually making content for a change. Crimson Snow is a game I found by complete accident. I was streaming Callisto Protocol at the time in mid-December, but it kept bugging, freezing, and just black screen crashing, so I decided to poke around Steam for something quick and small scale to replace it. I stumbled across Crimson Snow and figured that an indie Christmas horror adventure game was thematically appropriate, so I decided to give it a shot. Crimson Snow was developed by Step Hair Studio, a dev that seems to specialize in this sort of game. I've even had some of their other titles on my wishlist for some time. The game is really short, and when counting pauses to get a drink or use the bathroom, clocked in at just over an hour or so. I really enjoy smaller, bite-sized horror games like this one, and they don't skimp on the story at all. They really use their short time to convey quite a bit of information to you. I won't cover it all here in a deep dive or anything, but there's enough to keep your attention through it all. Given its short runtime, it almost feels like the perfect Christmas horror movie night kind of game, once your annual viewing of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 is over, of course.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
The game wastes no time and starts out pretty straightforwardly, setting the stage with the main character Mark's girlfriend from across the street wanting to spend Christmas together after returning home from a business trip. Mark's been meaning to propose to her for some time and sees Christmas as the perfect opportunity. For the first few minutes, there's not much to do except pace around and select from some dialogue options on the phone. They don't seem important, but they'll come into play later.
So I have to lie? What if I want to tell the truth?
You cross the street to get to her place, or so it would seem, as a phone call indicates you went to the wrong house.
What does inside your house mean? I'm standing at the door and I didn't see you come in. Hey, Santa, it looks like you broke into the wrong house. Get out of there before you get...
Okay. Alright. Now it's scary Christmas.
After snooping around a bit, you finally come face to face with the pursuer of the game.
Where's the scary? Ah! Hi there.
When she first appeared, I thought the game was glitching and she just kind of stood still, but after walking towards her, the game allowed me to progress. This kind of thing came up a few times, and I'm not sure if that's intentional or just a user error, but given how I operate, I wouldn't be surprised if my brain was just late to the party on some of it.
No jump scare?
Now that the hook of the story has been passed, the game really gets started. As you poke around and navigate a total stranger's property, it's made evident that Mark and the entity stalking him have some sort of past. She seems to be obsessed with him, which, depending on who you ask, may or may not be interpreted as a bad thing. Most of the story here is relayed through dialogue and letters scattered around the house, but the phone calls make a recurring comeback to add some more here and
I'm
there.
gonna tell her I'm hallucinating.
From a visual standpoint, I thought this was a Unity game, but it was actually made in Unreal Engine. I'm honestly not too familiar with what separates the two yet, but Unity is always my assumption for small-scale indie games like this one. Not that there's anything inherently bad about either one. Regardless, for being an indie project, it looks a lot better than I expected. When looking at the audio, though, you can definitely tell there were some limitations. I noticed that a lot of stock sound effects and music were being used, and that caught me off guard and even made me laugh a little, but I don't even hate that they're using them. It's kind of charming in a way. While I was editing this, I also forgot to include another bit here. I'm just going to go off the script for a moment here. I also want to point out that the voice acting is surprisingly good for an indie game. Both Joyce and the witch, or ghost, or demon, or whatever the X is, they do a really good job, and... you can tell there's more pep in my step because I'm not just reading off of a page, but like, for an indie game, the voice acting is actually really good. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Anyways, back to the video. Even with this in mind, it's not a strike against the game. As far as indie horror goes, it's really hit or miss, and this one scratched a specific kind of itch for me. Aside from how it looks from an audio-visual standpoint, the gameplay certainly isn't the most difficult thing in the world, and your pursuer doesn't really seem to think as hard as you'd want her to. She doesn't seem to be fully aware of her surroundings unless you really get in her way. Don't expect anything like Alien Isolation here.
What the fuck? Hello? Ma'am? There you are. This is just Dead by Daylight now. Be gone. See? She doesn't know I'm here. She has no fucking idea.
The core elements of the first section are to grab a snow globe, hide under a table until she walks away, and then put the snow globe into the door, rinse and repeat. Nothing too crazy. It's essentially one large Resident Evil door puzzle. There's a section of the home that needs to be navigated by the player, a piece of the puzzle is collected, and you hide or run from the entity as you bring it back to the door to unlock it. One thing the game will always do is ring some jingle bells to indicate proximity to an item you need to grab, so you won't get too lost. The stealth sections are, from what I can tell, pretty scripted and didn't take away from the atmosphere they were going for or anything. That persisted through the entire game. Well, most of it anyway, but we'll get there. So, how's the horror anyway?
What the fuck? You what, mate? What in the Christmas hell is this?
Well, it certainly maintains the tone and feel most of the way, but a lot of it feels a bit empty when it comes to scares. The tension that would have been persistent kind of goes away when you realize that the hiding sections are scripted, and most of the time the actual scares are, well, jump scares.
Ah! Fucking Jesus! That should not have gotten me. That's bull hockey. Why did I get scared? Why did that happen?
To their credit, though, some don't give you as much of a hint like a lot of Hollywood jump scares would do with a rising musical cue or something similar. Some of them just come out of nowhere, but others are painfully obvious. I guess if you look at it more like an interactive horror movie, it makes them feel a little bit more digestible, but your mileage may vary.
Yeah,
Continuing the story, after all 3 of the Resident Evil snow globes are put into the door, you open it up and find a box of Christmas decorations. Apparently she's so obsessed with spending the holidays with you that she'll be enthralled by seeing how good of an interior decorator you are and just kind of fuck off.
I'm just gonna... Oh. Well, that's a problem. Ah, look at the Christmas tree, though. You like the Christmas tree, huh? See?
Honey, it's beautiful.
The bit leading directly up to it felt like the beginning of a potentially great chase sequence, but ended up being more funny than anything.
I will be right back.
I'm like, what the fuck? Where are you going? What the fuck? Oh, fuck, dude. What the fuck? Can I go up there? Come back, my beloved.
The next main zone of the house is the basement, where the snow globe situation has been replaced with needing to turn on some breakers to unlock a door that has a key that unlocks another door.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Eventually, she tries to attack Joyce off screen again, but some more information is revealed. Firstly, that your pursuer isn't human, which we already knew, but also that she's hypersensitive to light. That will be important later.
It seems to have scared her off.
Good to know.
I don't think she likes bright lights. Try to find something similar. Maybe that'll help you.
Oh, come on. She's gonna jump scare me now. I bet you. How much money? Right here. Ah, fuck! She just let me get out of that scot-free? Okay.
After she scares you and lets you continue, Jesus Christ, you find some more information. She's apparently killed the original residents of this house, an elderly couple, and to no surprise that she's your crazy ex-girlfriend. Yes, the main antagonist of the game is the 2012 overly obsessed girlfriend meme, and that she's apparently also a demon?
Yeah.
A vampire? A ghost? I honestly don't know.
Makes sense.
They never tell us other than just showing a satanic ritual room, but that could be anything.
The satanic room that comes standard with every house?
Why is she supernatural? Is she possessed? I checked all the letters I could find and nothing really gave me an answer. Regardless, you turn on the second breaker and things take a turn.
She didn't like that very much. Oh, man! If you look under here, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh. Ah! Oh. I'm just dead now.
At last. I need to get ready.
Oh.
You try to leave and she notices, giving chase once again, but she's really easy to avoid. Once you access the key, it's time to progress once again.
Touch it! What the fuck? Hey, get the fuck out of here! Alright. Fuck.
You go through the Christmas store and find some fireworks. After getting the fireworks, it's revealed in another phone call that Joyce has called the police, but she gave them her address. The next main zone is the second floor, where we need to find a way to signal the cops. I thought I was going to have to backtrack and avoid the X in a Resident Evil 2 remake sort of way, but you just take an elevator and get another item and another jump scare.
Now I can kill Jason. Oh, Jesus! You fuck. At least they don't, like, hype it up as heavy-handedly as I thought they were going to. Jump scare as soon as I start going up. Oh,
Once you get in the elevator, the game uses a loading screen for the first time, which caught me off guard as I hadn't seen one between sections yet, just those shimmying hallways. Once you take the elevator, you're on the second floor.
Usually elevators mask loading screens, but I'm not going to complain.
This house is much bigger than I thought, honestly. There's a lot of square footage. Justin Long's character from Barbarian would be having a field day right now. The part that follows definitely takes a turn, so if you don't want spoilers, go to here. Are we good? Okay. Once you're out and exploring, you'll find that you need to...
God damn it.
Anyways, it looks like the cops are finally here, but you need to get their attention. Once you do, you find out that they don't seem to be doing much better than we are.
Oh, they're fucking dead.
After seeing one of the cops hanging from a window on our floor, it's time for the tone of the game to entirely shift as we make the trek to get his firearm.
Maybe he has a gun on his body.
We get another one of these.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Why? Why would you do that? What the fuck was the purpose of that?
And this one makes even less sense than the last, as she just kind of vanishes. Was it a hallucination? Is this proof that she's a ghost? I guess don't think too hard about it. We keep moving forward and Mark finally puts two and two together that the monster chasing him is his ex, but we got a lot of clues beforehand, so he really should have known by now. It's revealed that she's been stalking him for quite some time and even has a pretty robust telescope. He also tells Joyce about this, bringing everything full circle.
Yeah,
Mark tells her that she was mentally unwell and that this isn't the first time some strange shit has been going on. Joyce takes this surprisingly well.
Mark, thank you for telling me.
No problem. I'm honest.
With that out of the way, we finally find the key to access the gun, and...
Whoa! Fucking Christ!
yeah. We do another hide and move section, and we find yet another letter indicating that the ex has not only been stalking Mark, but his family as well.
You can stop stalking my family now. What the fuck?
After one more sneaking session, we finally get access to the gun, but not before another phone call.
Oh.
Do you have a minute? Can you tell me what was in your gift? I know it's silly, but I need
Can
to
you
be
speak
sure
up? There's a fucking
it is
blizzard
what
happening.
I think it is. In case we don't make it.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, duh.
Oh, Mark, thank you. When I see you after all this, I'll give you the answer. So, don't you even dare think about giving up.
Oh, man.
After the call, we finally get to confront the X. This is where the game
Sick.
goes absolutely fucking bananas. There's one more locked door standing in our way, but this time,
Oh,
we
I
don't
do.
need a key.
Yeah! Alright, you fuck. What? What are you gonna do, huh? What the fuck? Get fucked. Is that an explosive? Yeah, bitch! Boom! This is awesome. This game's amazing. Another Blicky exclusive door.
Once you backtrack to the last Christmas door, you can get the ring back, and it's time for the final showdown.
And Mark, please be careful.
Fuck no, I got a gun now. What do you think I'm fucking scared of now? Oh, fuck, it's gonna put me right there?
Yeah.
What? There's a loading screen between floors like this? Uh-oh. Boss battle music.
You chose me.
I did.
Thank you.
You're my one true love, baby. Baby doll, I love
Once
you.
the battle begins, it really starts to sit in just how much power having a weapon to fight back gives you, as you can see from me going absolutely overboard.
Yes.
Oh yeah? Well, say goodnight! Yeah, that's right. Oh. Yeah, get lost. Nah, I got you right where I want you. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Come on. Right in the kitchen. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Beautiful.
Joyce calls you and tells you the doors are unlocked, and then you get to go to her house without getting lost, as she decides to also light a shit ton of fireworks.
What if she says no? After all that, just, hey, by the way, no, fuck you.
Mark, about that ring.
See, here's where she's gonna say it. Say the line, say no.
My answer is yes.
Yay!
It's a nice ending, even if a lot of the story is just phone exposition. There are more endings, but I haven't played through them yet, so I had to look them up. There's 4 that you can get in total, but it looks like I got the best one. I won't spoil the rest of them here, but I haven't played through them myself. Maybe it's worth a replay one of these days. I'm honestly floored by just how much they're able to cram into this really short experience, even if it is just an onslaught of phone calls and letters. There's no post-credit scene teasing a Crimson Snow cinematic universe, so this little one-off is a nice, self-contained Christmas adventure. But overall, I'd honestly recommend checking it out if you're just looking for a way to spend a December evening with some season-appropriate horror. This video was also pretty fun to make, and I think I'm going to do more videos like this rather than just my stream archive style videos. These are just so much more concise and cuts out some dead air. I've got some more things on my agenda from here, so hopefully I can start making more of these.